Oh, it's astounding. You know, it's absolutely wondrous. And I'm one who loves wonderful things, but yeah, I'm almost out of whooping. I would say maybe, you know, optimist, you know, oratorical contest, that sort of thing, that public speaking, you know, definitely plays a part in it. Writing plays, standing up in front of audiences, whether it's poetry or little skits that you wrote for Sunday school. I think all of it played a part, and particularly my mother, who loved to go to the movies. I mean, we go for one movie and we come out 4 movies later. I don't know what was up with her blood sugar, but mine certainly plummeted. You know, but so I know all of that. All of that fed me.
I mean, just to see the way that he's just pioneered so much of like even our sensibilities of what we find funny. And I think like anytime I kind of can dig back, like a lot of times when something's making me laugh and I kind of think about the root, I'm like, oh yeah, it's kind of like that character, and then and then you kind of go back and you're like, Mel Brooks. You know, I've talked to like Apatow a lot about Mel Brooks, where we're just kind of like nerd out on, man, you know, this foundation for all of us. It's just so beautiful.
Huge fan of both.
Yeah.
Love Mel Brooks.
Did you grow up watching?
Absolutely. Young Frankenstein's one of my favorite movies of all time. I love his humor. Of course, you know, Blazing Saddles. I mean, they're all classics. And I got the opportunity to meet him a few years ago. I was staying in a house on the same block that he lives on, and I would see him walking in the morning, and we had a conversation one morning. Not many times that I get starstruck, but it's somebody that I grew up with, who's a legend, and made wonderful movies.
I mean, this whole lineup, I love this event. I got to come one other time when How to Train Your Dragon was nominated the second time, and it was so moving, like to just be in a room celebrating icons, legends, pillars of the entertainment community and people who have inspired everyone else in the room. And I mean, the amount of time and hours I've spent watching Mel Brooks, you know, worshiping Angela Bassett, you know, and how many of us rely on the pillar that is Michelle Satter in our community. Like, it's just such a delight to get to be at an event that is purely about really acknowledging and recognizing the people who changed our industry.
Last year was super special.
Oh my God, Mel Brooks is a genius. Like so much, I don't know why my mind went to Spaceballs. He's done so much great stuff, but I love that movie. You know, I just love everything he does.
Well, Angela, I first became aware of during a play that she did in Washington, D.C., August Wilson's play, Joe Turner's Come and Gone. That's the first time I saw Angela Bassett. She was newly out of Yale, and I've watched her ever since, and she's just grown into she's a type of matriarch, really, in her own way. She's such a force. She's so smart. She's so committed. She's so graceful. I mean, she's everything you want to see, you know, on screen. She's, you know, she's an absolute pro.